going, everybody? Chaos Gamer here, and yes, we are back with some more My Hero Ultra Impact. And in today's video, we're gonna be rocking out this showcase with the brand new UR Jiro. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's blow this shit right the hell up. And ladies and gentlemen, let us get started with today's video. And you can let me know down below, how do you guys personally feel about this character if you do own her? So let's start off with the plus ultra move, which is going to be Heartbeat Blast. Deals 500% damage to all opponents, reduces the effective time of temporary status ailments by 3 turns for all allies, and restores HP of all allies by 20%. Enhancement bonus effect is that increases temporary status ailment reduction by 2 turns for all allies, and increases skill impact of all allies by 25% for 3 turns. First action skill, which is going to be Sound Booster, gives a single ally the ability to make a last stand 2 times, and increases skill impact by 25% for 3 turns, and defense by 20% for 3 turns. The enhancement bonus effect is that increases skill impact of a single ally by 25% for 3 turns. The cooldown is for 5 turns. We're going to be seeing if we could give this buff to her too, because I think we should be able to, because the skill doesn't say, you know, excluding to self, like it would for the Momo as an example. You can't give her that boost on her action skill, but I think for this one you can. Second action skill, which is going to be Edge Sound, deals 350% damage to a single opponent, reduces the effective time of temporary status ailments by 2 turns for all allies, regenerates HP by 30% for 3 turns, and increases power by 25% for 3 turns. The enhancement bonus effect is increases temporary status ailment reduction by 1 turn for all allies. The cooldown is for 4 turns. First auto skill, which is going to be Volume Control, gets character enhanced when these 2 conditions are met at the end of the turn. Number 1 is after 3 turns pass while character is hiding, and then number 2 is after 5 turns pass from the start of battle. Increases defense of all allies by 20%, and plus ultra gauge charge rate of all allies by 10%. Gives character the ability to hide for 2 turns after receiving 2 attacks. Multi-hit attacks equal 1 attack. Enhancement bonus effect is every 1 turn. Reduces the effective time of character's temporary status ailments by 1 turn. Second auto skill, which is going to be Burning Heart. Every 3 turns, gives character the ability to nullify status ailments for 1 turn. I think this is super good for this character to have in its kit. Reason being is because if you're going to be nullifying, not nullifying. If you're going to be reducing temporary status ailment effectiveness, you yourself need to make sure that you are not hit with a status ailment. So the fact that nullifying status ailment is in her kit, congrats to the devs on that for thinking ahead. So she also gives all allies the ability to nullify status ailments for 1 turn when there are 2 or more STR type characters on the team up to 1 time. So we're going to be building a team around STR type. Increases defense of all allies by 20% when character is hiding. When using a character successfully executed skill chain, increases plus ultra gauge of all allies by 10%, and increases skill impact of all allies by 10% up to 3 times. The enhancement bonus effect is that increases skill impact of all allies by 25% when character is hiding. So now that we've read her kit, let's take her into a little bit of VE Tower. Then we're going to be moving on into Ultra Arena, so we'll be right back with that ready to go. So for our first enemy lineup in VE Tower, we are going up against Hado, Uraraka, and Froppy. Now I wanted to go up against Tomura and All For One, but we couldn't because the reason is she is boosted in that fight, so we can't do that whatsoever. This is the team that we are going to be bringing into the fight. I decided to give her support memory that reduces cooldown of all allies because she doesn't have that in her kit whatsoever, which I feel like a lot of support type units should have. But, you know, if we got the support memory to do it, we might as well just slide it in anyways. But with that being said, let's get into the fight, and let's see how well she's going to make our allies pop off in damage. Again, her damage doesn't really matter to us whatsoever. It does not matter. So honestly, for starters, I want to give Bakugo the boost just to see how much he's going to be able to accomplish. Alright, so let's start off with this. And we could give it to her too, if we wanted to, if we really wanted to. Like, maybe she's about to die, we could give it to her. We'll give Bakugo, like we said. We'll start off with the AoE, and then we'll give Uraraka the single target. And let's all focus on Uraraka. So, 10k apiece. I like that, okay. And then 47k on the Froppy. GG, go next. Alright, this turn Uraraka is going to die for free, no question about it. We could activate the plus ultra this turn if we wanted to. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, let's activate the plus ultra this turn. Why not? Why not just let it fly? Alright, 49k. That is a dead Uraraka. We're getting our action skills back. Yep. So now we're going to pop off once again. Make Uraraka the last on the skill chain. So she does 2,000 apiece. Bakugo does 9,000. And then we do 61k to wrap it up. This turn, everybody does have their plus ultra. I'm not going to be activating the support this turn. No need whatsoever. I think we're already going to do enough damage to basically get her to 100k. Alright, 73k. Now Uraka does a nice 61k, and then Jiro pop off. I like the beat. The beat is cool. And a 19k to finish off the turn right there. Alright, now we'll give Uraka the support. Bakugo does a single action, and then Uraka the AoE. Let's see how much she's gonna do right here. 61k from Bakugo, and 13k apiece from our girl Uraka. That's what I like to see. Alright, Hado heals herself back to full HP, which I'll take. Makes the fight last a little bit longer. And now we're basically fighting a single type opponent. At 59k. Next time we should get our action skills again. Yes, we do. So now we'll go off like this. 4,000. 16k. And then 73k. I'm sorry, you're just not going to do damage whatsoever, because if you don't realize it, Jiro is giving defensive support as well. You're not cooking us. I'm sorry, man. And when Destro comes back, he's going to realize that same pain as well. Let's see how much Jiro's going to do right here. She does 14k once again. Alright, I thought she was going a little bit higher than that, but that's fine. She doesn't need to. Alright, now we'll do this. Bakugo doing 964k, 11k. Next turn, she is cooked for free. Honestly, hold on. I got a little idea. But I think we're going to kill regardless, man. Yeah, we're going to kill. There's no point. I would have loved for it to be like support the Jiro and see how much damage she's going to do. But we'll let her wrap up with her action story. Here, go off, Jiro. A nice 2,700 damage times 3 to wrap up the first fight. Let's move on to our second fight. For our second enemy, we are going up against Bakugo. This is the team that we are going to be bringing into the fight. Now, I know what you guys are asking. Chaos, what the hell are you doing this time? What is this team right here? Well, since we saw Jiro on the supportive end, and we're going to see a lot more of that once we do get into Ultra Arena, I want to see how much offense can she dish out if she is able to with the right setup. So, we have the defensive debuffer himself, Bakugo. We got the supporter himself, Midoriya, just for that penetrate effect so she can get more of a chance to crit. And we got the first anniversary support Remy to make sure that she is juiced up, not only in just her plus ultra, but her damage and all that other good stuff. So with that being said, let's start off round 2, and let's see how much she is going to do. Y'all like that rhyme right there? Hey man, it's the music festival. We gotta make sure we rhyme it up a little bit. Also, we are going to be giving her support to herself. That is another thing as well that we gotta stress. Alright, so let's start off with giving her own support. Bakugo with his defensive debuff. And then finally Midoriya with the... Actually, we could do it like this too. We could Midoriya, Bakugo, and then support. I was going to do next turn third action skill, but we might as well do it this turn just to get out of the way. Alright, 4,000. A little bit of damage right there. And then we got the support. Next turn, we'll be able to see how much damage she does right here. Alright, come on, Jiro. Let's see that damage. Come on. Alright, 8,000 apiece. This Bakugo is tanky, but I think now he wouldn't be as tanky. Let's see. 5,000. Yeah, hell yeah. We're about to see Jiro probably do some damage right here. Right, Jiro? Come on. You got the support. Yeah, there we go with that max damage. That's what I like to see, Jiro. Rock it out. Rock it out. Alright, now we'll do this. He's going to be tanky once again. But I would still love to see if she can do a little bit of damage, like 10k-ish. Yeah. I'm liking this, Jiro. I'm liking this. I hope we get another climax battle fight soon just to see how much Jiro could do if we do try to make her more offensive. Alright, 65k. We have 999. And then finally, we'll wrap it up, Jiro. Let them know how much damage we're doing right here. How much? A nice 74k to wrap up the Bakugo fight. Now, let's go into Ultra Arena and see how much she's going to pop off for. In terms of support, not offense. Support. We are in Ultra Arena, and our first fight going to be up against a Max Bakugo Uraka Celebration and Fantasy Shoto Todoroki. This is a team that we are going to be bringing into the fight, double support and just juicing up Uraka as much as we can. And with that being said, let's get into the fight and let's see how we are going to pop off. Now remember that since we do have the 2 STR types on the team, we do fulfill the condition of nullifying 1 status ailment, being that when Uraka activates her AoE action skill, we are going to be fine. We're not going to get hit with a stun whatsoever. So let's start off with supporting the Uraka, giving her the ability to also have the chance to crit more. And then finally, we'll do the single target on the Bakugo, because that's the most important thing. getting Bakugo the hell up out of here because his debuffs are going to get very annoying. And that doesn't. And then that's 25k to start off. Alright, resist. Resist. And then here comes the debuff. Oh, well, sorry, buddy. No debuffs for you because we resist. Ah, what a good time. Alright, so now Bakugo once again. Get the heal. I honestly forgot that, you know, you can nullify debuffs like that too, man. I thought it was just like stuns and stuff like that. My bad. Alright, 3000. Get the support. Alright, uppercut. And then now we will pop off with the plus ultra. Uraraka can do her AoE. And then both of you guys. I mean, it doesn't matter with Jiro too because she does AoE as well. Just make sure more so with Midoriya attacking the Uraraka. The barrier is live. But again, that is not going to matter whatsoever because Jiro is going to be getting rid of that barrier for free. Then Uraraka getting rid of the Bakugo for free. And finally, with Midoriya, he is going to be not getting rid of the Uraraka. But don't worry, next turn that will happen for us. We're going to have 2 action skills live. That does suck, but, you know, we're working around it. Alright, 17k. And then 18k. And then there were 2. Imagine if Celebration Uraraka had AoE on her plus Ultra. Oh my god, that would be GG going. This team would be an absolute threat. Support. We don't get the stun off, but it's whatever. Dodge. Has the ability to cover now, but, you know, that is a bad side for you. Because we're hitting everybody regardless, buddy. I'm sorry. That's what's just going to happen. Can you kill the Hado? She kills the Hado. Nice. And then Ida is finally murked for free. So that is our first fight. Let's move on to the second fight. For our second fight, we are going up against Steampunk Midoriya, Genten, our boy Celebration Shoto, Midoriya, Fox, and finally we have movie for Midoriya. So that being said, let's get into the fight. Sorry I got a little bit confused in the first fight with the Bakugo and the fact that we really didn't get hit with any of his debuffs whatsoever. Kind of get confused sometimes with the nullify and cancel because usually I'm using Momo, and Momo, she has the ability to cancel more so than, you know, nullify. So that's where the confusion really came in, but let's get on with our second fight. So once again, we'll be doing the same thing that we did before. We're going to be focusing on Genten this time more so than anybody else. Alright, how much damage right here? Nice 13k to start us off. Steampunk Midoriya, 14k. Nope, sorry buddy. Sorry, you're not hitting us with no frost today. We are chilling for free on that department. Alright, let's jump to the beat. 2,000 apiece. HP. And we got some crits. Nice. It's tired. Alright, barrier is live, but now it is gone for the Genten specifically, which is what I want. Alright, let's see who's going first. Alright, Jiro going first, Uraraka going second. I just wish Midoriya was a little bit faster, man. Ah. If I got a dupe in him, that would not be a question whatsoever. Alright, Uraraka doing a nice 36k. Now Midoriya. Ooh, some nice damage right there. AoE, but we tanked that for free. Midoriya doing a nice 22k. And then finally, Shoto, he hits Uraraka for no damage whatsoever. Genten is gone. And then here comes our real threat now, Fox Midoriya. There's not more of a threat, more so to Genten, but for this specific type of rotation that we're going up against, he's going to become the threat. Dodge. Miss. So he's going to want to attack, because that is important. Alright, so we'll give Uraraka the support once again, just to make sure if Midoriya starts going off a little bit on damage, she lives. Alright, let's see how much on the AoE. 8,000 apiece with a double stun piece as well. Let's go, man. That's what I like to see. And now everybody activating their plus ultras once again. Midoriya this time being third. Let's go. How much are we strumming to the B2 this time in damage? Wow, 48k on a crit. Let's go. And then Uraraka knocking out the both of them. And then finally our boy Midoriya hitting him off with a 51k to wrap up the second fight. Let's move on to our third match. Alright guys, for match number 3, we're going to be going up against Mr. Compress. We got Genten and then Midoriya on the side. Let's get started with this fight and see how we are going to claim victory, because I already called it. We're winning this for free. Also, we're going to be doing an extra match as well. So after this, stick tuned, man. We're going to be doing some more. Alright, so same thing as before, because honestly, nothing's really going to change. And our main victim is going to be Genten. Let's see how much damage we're going to do right here up against this one. Alright, 14k. And then a nice 11k. 5,000 damage. Wow, I'm so scared. Oh my god, wow, I'm so scared of the bind. Oh my god, help me, please. Yeah, buddy, sorry. We're chilling for free. We are living on cloud 9 of happiness. Doesn't matter if he dodges it, because at the point was to make Uraraka do damage. Alright, who's hiding? Don't tell me it's Genten. Do not tell me it's Genten. I mean, doesn't matter because we have the AoE, but I would have liked for Midoriya to freaking hit him. You have it, right? Yep, he has the hide. Okay. That doesn't matter to me, because once our girl Uraraka gets her attack to go, it's over. Let him know, Jiro, that evasion is not going to work for them. Yeah, goodbye evasion. Now pop off Uraraka. 20k. And then Genten hits us with nothing. And then Midoriya, 23k. Nice. Okay, so far so good. Let's keep up the momentum. We'll do this and this. 7,000. Sorry, buddy. Once again, nope. Nope. 16k. 27k. You're getting leaked, buddy. Slowly but surely, you're leaking in health. That's not looking good for you. Right, we got the stun off of Midoriya. Nice. But now he has the ability to hide. Oh, no. We can't touch him. Yeah, sure, buddy. Talk to my 3 agents about that. About you having the ability to hide. Let's see how they feel about that. 24k. Our boy Compress, dead. Alright, let's see how much Genten has in health. Hoo, buddy, next turn you're dead. And guess what? Celebration Midoriya and Izuku Midoriya from the 4th movie is not going to be helping out whatsoever. I'm sorry, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. You're fumbling! Can Midoriya kill at least? Yeah, he does. Let's go. And a nice 34k from our girl Uraraka. Alright, now we got Steampunk Shoto with his so-called ability to block. But guess what? We don't care about that whatsoever, because our girl Uraraka is just going to remove that buff for free. Get that blue health out of here. Who said you deserve that? Goodbye. For support. We got burning off. And then Midoriya hits us for a plus ultra that we're basically going to heal off this turn. Now we're AoE. Get rid of the Shoto because I don't want him to be alive with support and having the ability to have block as well. Is this going to do enough damage to get rid of the block? Let's see. Yeah, that what? It didn't? I could have sworn it did. Oh, alright, never mind. Alright, 32k. Celebration Midoriya hitting us for no damage because we evade that for free. Right, let's wrap this fight up. I already want to leave. I want to go into our next match. Our next match is going to be fun. 22k and 45k. Goodbye to Shoto. Our next target is going to be Movie Midoriya. We don't have the ability to plus Ultra though beforehand. Wish we could kill, but we'll see. We'll see what happens right here. Is that 10k a piece? Oh my god, I'll take them. 13k. Because Ultras. Even though he already had evasion. But we're going to get rid of that. Yep, now he's dead. And our final threat to move us on. Alright, we can skip this animation after like the next fight because we've already seen this too much. Alright, dodge. 80k. And then Midoriya gonna hit it for a nice 47k to wrap up this fight. Let's move on to match number 4, aka our final match. Guys, so for our final match, we're going up against... We don't know. Let's find out right now and see what we're going up against, man. Curious. Let's let's see. Give me a character with status ailments. Alright, so I saw Steampunk. Oh, wow, okay. So we got Steampunk Bakugo, we got Steampunk Midoriya, and we got Steampunk Shoto. Did I call the last match Steampunk Shoto when it was 100 million Shoto? I think I did. Oh my god, that's my bad. Alright, so honestly, Bakugo is the threat, but I don't think we're going to be able to kill like that anytime soon. I think we should focus on Midoriya because we also don't want our attacks to get wasted by the Shoto with his agile effect. Because that is a case as well. We can just miss, and we don't want to deal with that. I mean, I thought we attacked Midoriya. What's going on? Damn, nice 34k off rip. We don't know if they even plus like that. Let's do this. I wish I had a present mic here so we could lower Shoto's plus Ultra Gauge charge rate by 10%. That would be super close to having right now. We do get the stun off on the Midoriya and Bakugo. That is nice to have. Giving us the ability to activate our plus ultras and just go off. Alright, 35k. I just said we're gonna skip. We'll skip. Alright, Uraka doing her AoE. Killing the Shoto off. Thank God. But now I gotta deal with Kaminari. Oh no. Okay, Kaminari is gonna take us a real long time to kill. But Midoriya, not so much. Oh, maybe for this turn, actually. Hold on. Wait, are we gonna kill? Hold on. Oh, if we would have killed Kaminari, that would have been so beautiful, man. Oh, I would have been at the edge of my seat cheering. Like, you guys know when you cheer for your favorite sports team? That would have been me cheering to kill this Kaminari in that one turn. Alright, Midoriya is dead. We do stun the Kaminari. Bakugo is going to activate his plus ultra, but I think we are going to be fine. Oh, okay, so Uraka might be dead here. Okay, no, she lives. Thank God, okay. Even though now she might die right here. Now she might die. Yeah, goodbye, Uraka. Sorry. I wish you could have been alive a little bit more longer. Definitely would have loved to use you here. Definitely, for sure. We needed that AoE of yours. Alright, so we do... Wow, that was a lot of damage to that Midoriya right there. I know he's fragile, but still, for us to do that much damage on the support type, take that. Alright, so things are going to go a lot more differently now. So we'll do this, and then we'll give Hawks the support. Next turn, if we do have the support from Jiro, we will make sure that we give Hawks the support just to do more damage on the AoE. Dodge. Oh, no, actually, no. Okay, 49k. We dodged this one, right? No, we don't. I thought we would have had our 3 evasions active, but I guess not. We don't get our support active this turn, which sucks. But it's whatever. We should still at least do a little bit of damage. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Killing off the Bakugo. How many turns is it for Midoriya? It's 4. Okay, it's 4 now. Next turn, he is going to be able to live, sadly but truly. 62k. Ah, but the last stand saved him. 57k. But we're attacking freaking wrong character now. I wanted to become an Oregon. Alright, but he's dead regardless. So now we're going to be playing the long game. Alright. I'm here for it. Or I'm maybe here for a short game. Let's see. Maybe Midoriya could kill right here with the support. Midoriya? Support? Yeah, with the support, we were able to wrap up our mystery match. So let's go back to the home screen and talk about our girl Jiro as a whole. Alright guys, let's give our overall evaluation on the music festival Jiro. I really did love using this character majority of the Ultra Arena matches. What we were able to accomplish was truly spectacular. The fact that we were able to reduce the amount of turns that we would get hit with a status ailment, the fact that she was HP supporting, damage supporting, defense supporting, plus Ultra Gauge supporting, that she gives last stand as well. It's just all these buffs that she's able to give us to help us win the fight and not us having to worry about what the opponent is doing to us. It's just a great mindset to have when you are facing an opponent that's either more stronger than you or just an opponent that is matching your level when you are trying to find out which type of fights that you do want to fight in Ultra Arena. Like, I feel like I could go to Ultra Arena match that opponent is like more higher than me, or like they have like more bull on their team, and I feel like I'll be fine because I have the Jiro supporting me and making sure that I'm not going to get hit, number 1, with a nullified status ailment on turn 1, and number 2 is that I'm going to be, you know, just able to do more damage and just basically control the fight in a way that I want to control it. And I would say this, if you're thinking about summoning for this character, if you feel like you really need a good support type character on your team, definitely throw a few gems on her, man. I feel like she's just a good character to have overall. So with that, that's where we're in today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but it's always greatly appreciated. Also subscribe. You can let me know down below. Again, if you do have the Jiro, how do you feel about her? Or after the showcase watching this, how did you feel about her as well? And with that, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.